lots of people on here throughout the week talking about funny startup noises, rattles. There's all kinds of advice being thrown at them, which if you put all that advice together, you need to rebuild your engine. And most cases, that's not true at all. It's actually less than 150 bucks to get new bolts and exhaust manifold. That's per side each. And install those in an hour or two. And all your problems seem to go away because all the sound goes away, you know, or it's either that or maybe it's a bad lifter or something. Like, none of these things are that serious. Timing chain, if it's just that, you know, that's really not that serious. You just want to have somebody teach you how to do it properly if you don't know. But it can be overwhelming when you get a whole lot of bad advice or mixed advice or even good advice and you don't take it. I'm going to show you a clip from 2 years and 2 months ago, I think, when I got the Durango back from my ex-wife after she had it for about 4 years and put nearly 100,000 miles. And I had both sides exhaust manifold bolts were broken, so both exhaust manifolds and their heat shields were rattling. And you could hear how it was starved for oil. I was surprised that it actually held as much as it did. It had almost the right amount in there, but it was old and thick. I mean, it was unbelievable. I thought the engine was gone beyond repair, and a remanufactured engine is around 2,600 bucks, and what a pain in the ass just to replace a 4.7 liter. I got it back into shape, which is what you will hear in a minute. I'll show you how it should sound, okay? And anybody who's taken better care of their Durango than mine was taken care of, and it's cool. Her and I are cool. I'm glad that she gave it back, you know. That was kind of a parting gift, and she gave it back, and good, because I had it before marriage, and this is my baby. That's why we're in the Durango community, because we love it. And anyway, I whipped it back into shape, and I did not need to rebuild my cylinder heads or my block or anything serious. I've replaced all the other components, accessories to the front of the block, fuel system, electrical system's been great. Anyway, now I have full compression. I've owned it back for almost, I guess, 8,000 miles. Maybe a little bit less than that. Over the last 2 years, I've put between 4,000 and 8,000 miles on it. I don't know, I track this stuff in a log. I'm not looking at it. Anyway, this is how it sounded after neglect. And then you'll see, I'll talk a little bit more, and then you're gonna see what it should sound like running in prime condition, okay? Hey, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a member of the group, just like you guys are. And I've had mine since I was 21. I'm 36, so do the math. I've had it for a long damn time. It was 4 years old when I bought it. It had 40,000 miles. So I remember what it was like driving off the lot. I remember how great the compression was and the pickup and the idle was so smooth. And I finally restored it back to that. I like this Durango almost more than my Challenger I got back here. I've got 18,000 miles on my 2019 Challenger, and that 5.7 is already starting to create a small rattle, and I'm thinking it's probably exhaust manifold related, honestly. I replaced one on my 2011 Ram Hemi that got really bad within 50,000 miles, so I think it's a pretty normal Dodge thing, and it's not serious, and you can actually drive like that for quite a while, but you're losing back pressure and such when you have bad exhaust manifolds. So that's what I'm going to show you, a cold start, and then I will show you what the engine should sound like after all issues are rectified. All right, I know I got my Jeep bumper kind of blocking the camera here, but I don't think that really matters. I just needed to prop it up somewhere. 2003 Durango, 4.7 liter Magnum, 204,000 miles. Let's hear how it's supposed to sound. Fuel pump prime on these old things. heard the startup on a cold start. I've let it warm up a little bit. I'm going to go to the front now, and yeah, I'm just showing off the front. Just love it. But anyway, go ahead and pop the hood. You love that lighting? Yeah, it's custom if anybody wants to do that. All right, so I think this is how a 4.7 should sound. It's a 2003 4.7 Magnum, 204,000 miles, and what people are talking about a lot is hearing a lot of chatter upon startup or while it's running. I don't know, maybe about 1,500 miles on this wheel right here, and I keep it topped off, so I don't get a lot of chatter. If I let it go down a little bit, I'll get some chatter. Anyway, listening for funny noises up here on top. We'll take this valve cover off and you would really be able to inspect it, but all we have from the outside is just hearing it. And if I had really bad lifter or valve issues, I would hear that coming from either side. This one's a lot more buried, the right side of the block. This is your left, right, driver's side, and that's the right. It's as if you were the truck, think of it that way. So I'm not hearing any noises up top, and I'm not hearing any noises coming from my, I don't have any light down here, exhaust manifold on that side because I just replaced it, and I did this one about 4,000 miles ago on the passenger side. That was pointless, you couldn't see anything. But I'm gonna give it some gas, and we'll see if there's any funny noises. That's a good idle. Pretty much, this is how your engine probably should sound. If it doesn't sound like this, you need to look at these areas, figure out where the sound might be coming from, whether it's coming from the cylinder heads, timing cover down here. Inside there, I guess it's a timing chain. Some people say that makes a noise. I'm not getting that problem, never have, never seen it, but you know, they've replaced it and the sound has gone away. But most likely your old Durango engine issues, the noise issues, is if you've never had your exhaust manifolds replaced or checked out, that's the first place I would probably start. I would say check the oil level and then go down and check to make sure exhaust manifolds are, you don't have a rattling heat shield. I don't have a flashlight to get down here and show you. But if your heat shield's loose due to a broken bolt, or the bolts are stretched because of heat and pressure, this can cause a buffeting. All right, is that the word, buffeting? Or like a rattle until it warms up, or the entire time you drive it, depending on how bad your situation is. Okay, hopefully that was helpful to somebody. All right, one more thing I forgot to mention. People complain about that startup noise and that it goes away after a few seconds. It could be normal. It could be totally normal. There's a lot of moving parts going on in a cylinder, like a piano, keys that are automated and, you know, geared. So it could be like, say, the lifters or something like that, not receiving oil fast enough from the oil pump, which could be a bad sending unit, taking a while for the oil to get to the top. It's not necessarily bad, it's just, it's old. Or it could be normal. You just can't remember what it was like when it was brand new. But it could be wear, it could be something broken if it's real bad. I would have a mechanic friend actually look at your vehicle. It's so hard for people on the forum or here on this page or anywhere to give advice without actually hearing your vehicle. I was just showing you what it should sound like with over 200,000 miles on it. Mine has great compression. It's absolutely perfect, and I love it, man. I love my Durango, and I hate seeing people complain about their issues when they're probably not that serious. Just don't throw money at something if you don't know what it is, and don't take advice from somebody online who's never heard your engine. And keep note that it takes a while for the oil to get up to the top, up to the cylinders, through tiny ports. It could be clogged or reduced, and it takes a while for the oil to get up there. It takes a couple seconds to lubricate those lifters and all the other moving parts that are up there. And then it smooths out and you have no problems with it. Your compression's good. You probably got a very good engine. If if you got that extreme rattling going on that lasts several seconds or the whole time it's warming up, check those exhaust manifolds. Because if these sounds go away entirely while you're driving, it's probably something very simple or not serious. If you have this rattle and it's constant, I would definitely get it down to a mechanic and make sure you're not causing further damage, or you already have extreme damage somewhere in there. Okay, that's it.